Guys, we're making one of my favorite desserts today, except with a twist. I love tiramisu, something I've been making actually since high school. I'm quite famous for it among my friends. But I don't know, it's warm out. I'm thinking, how can I make it a little bit lighter tasting? And I didn't say lighter in terms of calories or any of that stuff. I'm just saying lighter tasting because it's a raspberry tiramisu. So I'm taking some fresh raspberries, like my actual all-time favorite berry, and I'm gonna blend them until they're smooth. I'm gonna fold that into some of the cream, and we're gonna have this really nice white and pink layered dessert. And we're also gonna give a little flavor from orange. And we're gonna use freshly squeezed orange juice, a little bit of Grand Marnier, and a little bit of rum, because I really like a bit of liqueur flavor to pop in my tiramisu. I hate when it's like delicate or they miss it all together and it's just espresso. I need a little bit of pop, like give it to me, because it balances the creaminess. But this is not the traditional one, like I said, so there's no coffee, there's no espresso, but you're gonna love it, trust me. Super easy, there's no baking. Let's head to the blender and get these nice and smooth. Now you don't have to do this step of removing the seeds, and I didn't last time, but I'm gonna do it this time to really just see what I prefer. But you guys do whatever you like. I mean, definitely it's a little more rustic to have the seeds in. I don't know if we want to call that fiber exactly, but it's more elegant to have the seeds out, but you choose. So we've got our beautiful raspberry puree ready. I'm gonna just set that aside while I make the creamy component of the tiramisu. All you gotta do is get some cream and whip it until it's got nice, firm peaks. Note that I'm using a very big, high-sided bowl. It really splatters. It's kind of hard to avoid unless you have one of those shields, which I don't. So either don't wear clothes you really love and own it, or I don't know, get a cover for your bowl. But start low. I don't know, maybe I'm in luck. Maybe today it won't be very messy. Perfect, that's done. So as you can see, the mascarpone cheese is quite dense and it's not creamy and really spreadable right now. Add a little bit of sugar and a little bit of vanilla. Just makes everything taste better. And mix. Again, start on low, get it working, and then speed it up. And now what we have to do is finish lightening up our mascarpone. And how we do that is really simple. We just fold in the whipped cream. So rather than using egg yolks and doing all of that stuff, we just use the cream and the mascarpone, and that's it. So folding, important technique. You'll see it in a lot of recipes, especially that I've written. And it's when you're not like using a whisk and really beating, or an electric mixer, you're using a rubber spatula or something like this, and you see how you have the mascarpone texture and the whipped cream, and we just want to incorporate them without deflating. And so you kind of scoop and drag down the center, and you keep kind of just, you know, being gentle. And you'll start with seeing some stripes of the cream in it, but then it'll just kind of smooth up. And it's good that this is a little thick because I'm gonna combine half of this with the raspberry puree, which is liquid, as we know. And so that will thin it out, thin some of it out. Okay, let's see how this goes with the raspberry, because I also don't want to dilute it too much, but let's see. And again, we fold. It's like when it starts, you're like, this is not gonna come together, and 2 seconds later, oh, perfect. I wouldn't be mad at you also if you stopped here with the mixing and left these nice little stripes of raspberry. No judgment there, I think it's pretty. But I'm gonna go smooth and uniform this time. So now I need orange juice for soaking the cookies. Where's my knife? Let's see. This is the tool for the job. This is not the time for any kind of bottled nonsense. And I just remembered that I also need some zest, but you cannot zest. Where's my zester? Oh, hold on, let me get it. You cannot zest easily an orange or any type of citrus that has been squeezed. Like this is just like, hi, a fingernail missing waiting to happen. So for the next orange, I'm gonna get my zest from here. So much easier to zest when it hasn't been squeezed. So Grand Marnier, I'm sure as you know, is a French orange flavored liqueur. Really nice. Lucky me, I happen to have received a lovely present of some El Dorado 12-year. Oh my God. Plus, I'm Caribbean, so rum is a must in pretty much every dessert. So what we need is a wicked, like 9 by 13-ish baking dish. This is basically what you would make lasagna in. That's what you want to use for this. And you got to use these cookies. These are the ladyfingers that you want to use for tiramisu. They're also called Savoyardi cookies, and they have a little sugary side and a little, not sugary side. And you just want to dip them in this mixture and layer all over. Now these are like really dry cookies. They're porous, so you don't want to be soaking them for too long. But what's going to happen is this liquid is going to soak in and get absorbed a little bit by the cookies, and then you're going to top with the layer of raspberry cream, and then the layer of the vanilla mascarpone cream, and everything's just gonna soften these cookies to like a cake-like consistency, and it's gonna be magic. And now we go in with the raspberry cream. I don't know about you guys, but I think that this is way better than any like basic layer cake for a birthday. Hello. Cream layer, and we're done. I always like to go like a dollop in different spots and then spread them together. Just in case it like lifts the cookies or whatever, you skip that. So traditional tiramisu has cocoa powder on top. We're obviously not doing that because we're not just gonna throw chocolate in. It has no place here. But I will be garnishing with some fresh raspberries. And that's the way I'm doing it. And then you cover it, pop it in the fridge. The next day, beautiful dessert is made, and that's it.